Unfortunately, I'm not going to be in the competition this year. I know you guys can all go, aww. I know, sad day. Alright, so this is what's going to happen. Each one of these lovely men over here are going to make an appearance up on the stage after their name is called. Do a little dance, answer a question, and then they're going to laugh behind me. And at the very end, they'll be walking around asking for some lovely donations and whatnot. And the one who receives the most donations will be crowned Myth Relay 2013. I know, girl. Alright, so let's get started. First up, we have the lovely Trenton. Make your way up here. He is from Team Kappa Sigma. Make your way up. Uh-oh. We get a little bit of music.
Oh my God. Candle.
All right, Trenton. Your question is, if you could choose any celebrity,
Danica Patrick.
I wasn't finished. Who would you take on a date and why?
Danica Patrick.
And why?
Any girl that drives NASCAR is attractive in my book.
All right. That is Trenton, everybody. All right, Trenton. Yeah, over here. Next up, we have the lovely Mason. He's also from Team Kappa Sigma. Alright, that's it. Alright, Mason. If you were deserted on an island and could only take two things with you, what would they be and why?
I would bring my ukulele because she's beautiful. And I would bring my dog because she is beautiful.
Alright, that was very admirable. Alright, round of applause for Mason. Next up, we have the lovely Kyle Farber. Kyle is also from Team Kappa Sigma. Alright, hit the music. That's enough. Now that I'm scarred for life. Kyle, if you were given $1,000, what would you use it for?
Actually, my new job, because I'm black.
Yikes. Give it up for Kyle, everybody.
Naturally, my boob job. You better work it.
Next up, we have the lovely Mike. Maestro, give me a beat. Thanks. Stop trying to kiss up. Get out of here. All right. Mike, your question. If you win Miss Relay, what will be your first official act?
Probably a one-act show starring me doing an interpretive dance involving organic transitions, levels, textures, and the essence that is Relay4Life.
Quite lovely, quite lovely. Next up, we have the lovely Brian. Your question is, if you could choose any celebrity, who would you take on a date and why?
It would be Zoe Deschanel because she is gorgeous and she's a really kind person and she does a lot of humanitarian work.
Aww, world peace.
It was beautiful. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Thank you, Ryan, that was great. Next up, sorry about that. I know I was trying to pull Miss Jackson on you guys. All right, next we have Dylan McKenzie. Dylan is from Community and Family Health Organization. Booba plants were against the rules, you know, the rules. But we'll let it slide this time. Alright, your question is, if you were stranded on an island for 6 months, what would you have 2 items to bring, what would you bring and why?
If I could bring 2 items, I'd probably bring this is a tough one. I'd probably bring a baseball glove and a baseball.
He's pulling over in a castaway moment, except instead of the volleyball, he's using the baseball and the glove. That's great. Your best friend will be a baseball after a couple weeks. Alright, that's great, Dylan. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Donovan McFadden from Team Kappa Sigma. Maestro.
I know.
Alright, we'll cut it there. 3 dance moves. Alright, Donovan, if you were given $1,000, what would you use for it and why?
Shopping spree.
Oh, boy. What are you doing? Alright, thank you, Donovan. I ain't no stripper, but this is up. Alright, next up, we got Jacqueline from 4C. Maestro.
Oh, God.
this? All right, Jacqueline. If you win Miss Relay, what will be your first official act?
Remaking Gangnam Style.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Thank you very much. Give it up for Jacqueline. All right. Next up, we got Tyler Crawford. Orange A.
Tyler!
That was just lovely. That was lovely. I'll have your tribute to your duck. What's your duck's name?
Quacky McQuacker Quacker.
Boo Poppage. Too excited for that one.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh, just some jokes really quick. Okay.
They have bigger ones down there.
Oh boy, I don't think I can handle those. All right. If you could choose any celebrity, who would you take on a date and why?
Well, I would take Bruce Willis because I know the date would be action-packed and explosively awesome.
All right. Give it up for Tyler. Next up. I don't know what's going on. Okay, next up we got Cody Kohler from KE, Kappa Sigma. We're not no strip club, honey, okay? Keep those puppies in there. All right. Cody, if you were stranded on an island for 6 months, what would you bring if you only bring 2 items?
I would bring 2 of my brothers so I wouldn't have to suffer alone and so I'd have some company.
Wait, pause for a...
Which brothers? I can't say.
That's precious. Oh, ladies. All right, thank you, Cody. Give it for Cody. Next up, we got Tanner. Tanner, whoa. Did this just turn into a swimsuit contest? I would be ashamed. All right. Tanner, if you were given $1,000, what would you use for it? Who's it for?
Well, $1,000, that's a lot of nickels. I would take me and all the girls to the nickel arcade so we could be riding those little motorcycles.
What are we riding? PG, please.
Motorcycles are we riding. So me and all the girls could ride the motorcycles for about a week straight at the nickel arcade. 20,000 nickels.
Give it for Tanner! Next up, we have Lexington Martin from RHA. Well, we like to see you have to get down and get to it right quick.
Pretty much.
All right. Can I call you Lex? Is that okay, Lexington?
How about Lexi?
Lexi is perfect. Lexi, if you could choose any celebrity, who would you take on the date and why?
Well, I think I would probably take Kevin James
Because he's got the rolls going on.
That was fresh. Thank you, Lexi. Next up, we have Venetian Rose. Uh-oh, from Landers. Thank you, Venetian. All right. Venetian, if you were to win Miss Relay, what will be your first official act?
World peace.
Thank you. Thank you, Venetian.
Finally, son.
All right, last but certainly not least, we got Jose Garcia. All right, Jose, if you could choose any celebrity, who would you take on a date and why?
Robert Downey Jr.
Why?
Because he makes a sexy Iron Man.
Nice, the Iron Man. All right, thank you, Jose. Oh, sorry.
My name's Maria Pinata.
Oh, sorry, I dropped a little hyphenated. My bad, Maria. Sorry, don't be offended. You got your name wrong in the back. I hope you're not too offended. All right, give it up for all your lovely gentlemen on stage. And now we get down and dirty with the results.
Do you have the marker?
Starting with third place, raising $59.21, goes to Kyle from Kappa Sigma. You said that right, Kyle. Next, for second place, raising $66.91, goes to Mike from Woo Dance. And finally, drum roll please, raising a whopping $99, goes to Tanner from Tailgate.